Welcome back. This is Polish Your Face Part 2. Now immediately I like to line up the temple area before I fade. I like to do this because I like to keep the edges dark. Now I have the clipper in the open position, just fading out that guideline I originally set for myself, and I'm just working my way down. Half to close, working my way down, open, halfway, then closed. That's all I'm doing. 1, 2, 3. And I'm always using my corners. You will be amazed at how much you get done by using those corners. That notching technique is very crucial. It's critical. Add it to your arsenal if you don't have it already. You can skip a lot of steps by doing this. You can really do notching and then clipper over comb, and you can be done with a fade very fast. Just some extra game I'm giving you guys. But now I have my half guard in the open position, fading, gently fading. As you can see, a light hand is crucial when fading too, especially with his hair texture. Just using the corners. And I'm closing. As you can see, the fades coming together, you can see. Now I'll go back to my fast feeds with that one guard with the grain. Just smoothing it out. Just some smoothing work I'm doing. Smoothing it out. I want the hair to lay. Now I have it open, just trying to remove that weight line I see that I'm trying to get rid of. Using my corners, not going in too deep because I want the fade to still be low. I don't want to bring it up too high. Now close it. As you can see, the fade is coming together. Really nice, blending in with the rest of the fade. Now you see me with my fast feeds in the open position, just doing some notching, just touching up any areas that I see. Always try to perfect the look. I look at this as a form of artistry. This is more than just haircuts to me. This is art. So I'm just using the corners of my clipper just to get some of that excessive bulk that I don't want. I want a nice smooth flow with my blend. So that's all I'm doing. Just touching it up. And like I said in the last video, sometimes you have to look at it from different angles. You might have to look at it from a side view, a straight ahead view. Just play with the different angles, look at it, and you'll see some different areas that may need to be touched up. You always want to perfect the look the best way you can. The client really gets a true view when they go home. We know they go home and they really study that cut in the mirror. Now some do study it really well in the barber chair or the stylist chair, but we know when they get home, that's when they're really looking. You know, they're taking their pictures, they're doing all kind of stuff. So we want to make sure that we give them a good representation of themselves. We want them to look their best. So now I'm doing a little clipper over comb just to remove some of that bulk. Just a little bit though. I got my one guard on. I don't want it to be too low. Just want to remove a little weight. That's all I want to do. Kind of just smoothing it out, as you can see. Then, of course, using that corner of the blade once again, or corner of the clipper guard, you can say. Piece by piece, just removing any excess bulk that I see. Now, like I said before, I can fade fast if I need to, but for demonstration purposes, I just want to give you guys some good solid stuff that you can follow, you know. Hopefully you guys can pick up something, some type of nuggets from this free tutorial that I'm giving you. If you picked up anything, great. I'd love to hear from you guys. You can shoot me a DM. Let me know how it helped you. I'd really appreciate that. At this point, the fade is pretty much done. I'm just being a perfectionist at this point, which I encourage all of you to be. Just looking for any areas that need touching up. But now that the fading is done, I apply a hot towel. And I do this because I want the waves to lay down, and I also want to test the blend that I did. I want to test my fade. I want to put my fade to the test. This will expose any flaw. Plus, it feels really good to the client. They really enjoy it. You pretty much just spoiling them in a chair the whole time. Just spoiling them. Which in turn keeps them coming back. Now I begin to use mousse. I apply this to the waves. This helps to lay those waves down. And it also helps those waves to stretch as well. So it will help to stretch the waves. Now you don't want to apply too much mousse, but just enough. Now using a clean brush, okay, keep this in mind, clean, super clean, brand new if you can. I begin to brush, and you can see we're just making those waves longer, just enhancing that wave pattern. And if I really wanted to go extra, I could put the do-rag on and let it kind of sit for a couple of minutes. If I wanted to, that is, but that's something you guys can do. Really set those waves. But yeah, I'm just brushing it in, using my hands. I'm doing all this before I line them up in the front. Now I have it on a hot setting with my blow dryer, and then I'm brushing the hair along with it. You can see how those waves are laying down. You can see it clearly. And I do this all the way around the head. You can see it just laying down, looking really nice. Now remember, I said this will put your blend to the test. So now what I'm doing, I'm just doing more touch-up work. Yeah, it may be extra. I may not need to do this, but I'm a perfectionist. I want that blend to be flawless. So I'm just looking at any areas that need to be touched up. Trust me, when you do this, you will see additional flaws in your fade, and it will really help your blends to look a lot cleaner and a lot smoother. You'll have more consistently smooth blends. Just touching it up just a little bit, all the way around the head. Any areas that I see necessary, I'm touching up. This is all an upcharge. You can upcharge for all of this stuff that I'm doing and work smarter, not harder. Charge more per client instead of trying to get so many clients in the chair. Just additional free game, just something for you guys to keep in mind. But you can see the look with those waves laid down like that. You can really see it coming. You can really see it forming. The fade looks good, flawless. Now I'm just applying a little oil sheen because he has some dry skin before I begin to do the rest of my blending work. But he looks great. It's coming together. The fade is looking flawless. Exactly what I visualized. We painted the picture perfectly. Smoothing out any areas you can see. And that's really it for the fading, guys. That's it. That's how you polish your fades. Now we'll begin to perfect the lineup. See you in the next video.